Partition. Okay.
So we can mount partition, but not the physical disk. So we'd have to do the physical disk the first step out. You can mount.
If you want to mount it, that's what we're going to do now.
Not the image of the physical disk.
Right.
Take a look at this. I'll try it and you see every time we're going to fail at it. So here's my physical disk. I'm going to go back to F disk again. F disk dash L, correct? Here's the guy. Right here. Correct? I'm going to go ahead and mount this guy. Mount.
Isn't it mounted already?
That's mount. I'm going to mount it.
But isn't it mounted already?
It's not.
No.
It's showing out as a device.
Okay.
So as long as it's showing as a device, it's not mounted?
It's not mounted, yeah, no.
Okay.
You know it's not mounted because if it's mounted, then I can browse it.
Okay,
Thank you.
that makes more sense.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If I double click this thing, now this thing is going to be mounted.
Yep.
It's showing up here right now. If I double click it, it's going to get mounted. Then I can browse it. You understand?
Yep.
So I can do this, and I can also do this. Come over to my root here. Forensic. Not sure this password is correct. Is it? Okay. I have all my files over here. Correct? I'm not sure where this file is mounted. But I have my MNT, which is always the folder you want to point a file to. That's a mount point for Linux. So I can go into MNT, and I have all this empty folder there. You understand? In order for you to mount a file or a device, you have to have a mount point. You understand? The mount point is where you want to point it to. So if I start over here and say mount, device, SDC, you understand? And I said dash O, read only, no execution, never exec. You understand? I don't have to introduce loop over here. Then I can say where do you want to mount it? I want to mount it to MNT. And I say mount it to USB under MNT. USB. Now, don't have to worry about if you make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you will find out. All right? You press enter. See, it's asking you must specify the file system. Why do you think it's asking you now to specify the file system? Point you to something really quick. Check something out here. Go back here. So if you enter loop over here, if you're not sure what loop you want to enter, then I'll take you back over on this machine. If you just press enter, enter, it will show you how many loops you have available in your machine. If you go back here really quick, that's one of the things I asked you guys to take note of earlier on. You see that?
Yep.
You can specify as many loops as you want, or different kind of loop as you want. Again, don't forget, because if you make a mistake over here, then it's going to show down the line. If I come back over here, I'm trying to mount just this drive, and I have this one. Now, if you do this, and then it gives you an error message, what would you do?
Loop it.
I didn't remove my note exactly there. What do you say?
You loop it.
Yeah, let's say after you've looped it, just like you have in your textbook over here, you run the no exec. Again, that's just going to stop no execution from it. That's not a big deal. After you've run it, and you press enter here, and you see have an error message, what would you do?
You have to specify
Huh?
file type.
It's asking you to specify your file type. What if you don't know the type of file?
So
You can enter V file.
So what is that?
that's fat.
But VFAT suggested that you are mounting what?
Windows.
Mhm. So if you enter it this way, come over here and come on this section, you say mount, dash T, and you enter VFAT over here, right?
Yep.
And press enter. See, now you get into a much more,
So now it's NTFS.
yeah,
But if you don't know that it's NTFS, then what do you do?
that's the question I'm asking.
Well, if you know it's not FAT, you know it's NTFS.
Potentially.
Could be a Linux.
It could be Macintosh too, couldn't it?
Yeah. Could that be a wild card?
One way to quickly resolve that, and I generally follow this approach as far as I'm concerned, I will come over to media, check inside my media to make sure that I don't have a file that's been already, mounted. That's the first thing that I always try to do, right? Also, one thing you could also do is if you're sure the file is not mounted, I can look it over here, I can see any mounted file on this section. I will make sure that my commands here are correct. You can actually come over here and just mount this file, just like here.
Is it still gonna tell you the specified file system type?
What is it?
Is it still gonna ask you what the command you have to specify the file system type?
It's going to do that.
Okay.
Why do you think that's the problem? The reason that is a problem is because all we've been doing all day long is trying to mount a physical disk. You understand? You can enter this, your command over here, and it's still not going to work, right? Because I'm still trying to mount the physical disk. A physical disk is not recognized, it's just a chunk of blocks. You can only mount the file system. So if I want to mount this thing and I want this thing to work, here is what I'm going to have to do. Go back to where we started from in the first place. Type this command again, okay? But this time around, instead of have to specify SDC, I'm going to have to come over here and type SD1
For the partition?
for the partition. But here, remove my loop.
Yeah, because it's not.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's not a
here.
physical disk.
Yeah. And then put your no exec over here. You don't have to.
Right.
You don't even have to put read only there. If you don't put read only, then it will mount it as read write. Or you can put RW as specifying that you want it to mount it as read write. And here you can play loose for a minute and not put dash D over here and see if it's not going to ask you. Sometimes I've used it sometimes and it doesn't ask you. You understand? But most of the time, most Linux systems will ask you. Look at it right now. Did he ask me?
No.
He didn't ask me anything. Just mounted it. Now I can browse this external hard drive like a folder. So I'm now going to go over here, go to file system, go to MNT, go to USB, and now I'm browsing this external file like a folder on Linux.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Now, it's easier for me to browse this file as a folder because what I did is a physical drive now. Now, if I want to copy an image and I want to copy the image I want to copy into my external hard drive, this is the first thing that I will do. Right? Because I don't have enough space in my workstation to copy the image. So I'm going to connect my external hard drive, connected, then I'm going to connect again the hard drive that I want to image. So you're going to have two external hard drives, one being imaged and the other one being piped right to the other one. Any question? So that's one of the things that I would do.